Look at that. We got a crop. But if it ain't the Johnny Appleseed of weed.
Couldn't have done it without your help.
If I'm being honest, having all this to work on, it means a lot. And losing the farm. When I got back from them, it was like the one stable thing I had.
I had something like that too.
Didn't work out, did it? It's not about the weed. It's about doing something with my hands that don't involve hurting anybody. Working towards some kind of balance. That's part of the reason why I hooked up with Roxy and her pops.
I hear you, brother. And for what it's worth, I'm glad you found something to set you right.
I hope you find it too, Lincoln. That's all I got. I bow to your superior weed-growing skill, my friend. Oh, my back's a sumbitch today.
Thank you, God.
You good, Aunt Lil?
Better. Seeing you again. But I'm about ready to get off my feet. Where's your car? Take me to Sammy's.
You sure?
I'm sure. Father James told me about your friend, Anne.
Anna. She, passed away. Where'd you end up going?
Patch of land where Sammy and me grew up.
Y'all lived on a farm. Sharecroppers, right?
Till our daddy got hurt, couldn't work no more. Sammy bought the land a few years back. Lincoln, never underestimate the value of a black man owning what's his. I wanted to come see you after.
No, you did right. Made sense. Folks thinking I didn't make it out.
Sal Marcano. You see to him?
I made it right, Aunt Lil.
Oh, no. What did they do to this place?
Best to go in through the garage.
Let's see the damage, then. Didn't leave much to work with. But the structure's more or less intact. Gonna have to gut the interior.
You want to reopen Sammy's?
I want you to do it. I'll just help you get the place back into shape. Maybe some improvements here and there, too.
What do I know about running a bar, Aunt Lil?
It's important enough for you to figure it out. People in the holler need to see black folks owning their own, just like Sammy did. Look, if you want, just get me the cash I need to start repairs. It's in rough shape, but I've handled worse. Should have seen Pearlers in the early days. Just let me know when you want to kick off the renovations around here. Let's get started.
Damn. This is wild. How did you...
Spent a lot of years helping Sammy make this place what it was. Just came natural putting it back together.
Might be good to fix up the back. Get a pool table in there, like Sammy always wanted. We could do a lot here.
So, what's next, honey? Gonna be some big changes around here. Got plenty of options for what to do next. Money's the only limit. You're really putting your mark on this place, Lincoln. Place is looking good enough to charge a cover. Sammy looks real good up there, baby.
Damn, man, Lil, you starting to make Sammy's look like something.
Boy, this is all you. You putting your mark on...
Any of you coons hold up in there better come out right now! Y'all hear me? We aim to burn this shithole to the ground!
Dixie, mother... Aunt Lil, I need you to get these people downstairs. I'll slip out through the garage and deal with this.
Get down! Get down!
Look out!
There's our problem. You again?
Could have sworn I just run into you, boy. God, motherfucker!
Give me a hand here!
I see one more Dixie piece of shit coming after Sammy's, and it's yo ass.
Yeah! Whatever you say, big man!
Goddamn right. Night-night, motherfucker. Gotta unload some of this cash in the hollow.
Hold your horses, I'll get to you.
All right, what are we handling today?
Keep this safe.
Bonsoir, cher.
Dixie boys shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Honey, as long as you're black, angry white boys will always be a problem.
You ain't wrong.
Let me know what you want to work on next. Guess that now we got a juke, I should give one of them rock records a try. Maybe we can do a fish fry now and then. Smart. Give folks some good food with their liquor, and they'll stay all night. Well, at least you ain't sleeping rough down there anymore. We better be careful. Folks might start thinking we know what we doing around here. Fell at the bar's Reggie, our new bartender. Well, he's supposed to be, but he needs some help dealing with a car he lost in a race. Reggie's all right. Just gets mixed up in mess sometimes.
Reggie,
You're Sammy's boy, right? Nice to see the place up and running again.
thanks. Now, what's this I hear about you losing your car?
Got my dumb ass in a pink slip race. White boy named Shorty won her down in the bayou.
Okay. If I get your ride back from Shorty, you come work for me?
If you win. But Mr. Clay, Shorty will be driving my car. She moves like a goddamn rocket, but that means you can overtake her around the corners. Get yourself something fast that can handle turns.
Well, I'll do that, man. Hold tight, Reggie.
Get my car back, and sure, I'll work for you.
How about sending some new wheels to Del Rey Holla?
Aye. I'll get her out to you right away. Got a car here for you.
Appreciate it. Nice wheels, man. She just for show?
Fuck, son, I'll race you for pinks right now. That's a fine car, son. Can't wait to take it from you.
Holy shit, man. You showed Shorty.
See you at the bar?
No doubt. Talk to Miss Lily when you're ready to bring me on.
Still a lot we can do around here. That's gonna bring the whole place together. You got some style, boy. I like it.
Good to see you, Oscar.
Well, the state you left La Nuit Blanche, I was in need of new employment. Honestly, thanks for giving this broke-down vet a chance.
Shit. If we don't look out for each other, who will?
You got me about running out of ideas. Hey, see you got Oscar dressing all respectable-like. You might be too young to remember when Sammy had that mural put up. He was so proud. That mural's gonna let folk remember Sammy. All he did.
I know that look.
You know little Ernie. We've been talking about his band playing here, but nobody's seen him for 2 days. Word is he likes to smoke a little grass out in the bayou with some white boys. From what I hear, one of them is the Dixie boy you scared off.
Shit. Probably laid hands on little Ernie. Dixie's always trying to send a message. I'll head down to their spot, see if I can catch sight of little Ernie.
I'm worried about little Ernie. Go see to him, would you?
Till when?
Until Mickey
Says so, motherfucker.
I paid good money.
Introduce him to the...
Oh, ducking.
You dead, cocksucker?
Can't keep losing guys like this. Hit him from the other side. No room to breathe! Covering my ass! Shouldn't have come here.
Taking the catwalk!
Taking us out!
I got you, ass! Fucking hell! There you go, cocksucker!
Here, boy, and I ain't afraid to die.
You should have listened when I told you not to fuck with me. Thanks for your help.
cut me loose before them Dixie assholes come back.
Shit, you Sammy's boy.
Hey, Lil Ernie. You all right?
Nothing a shot of whiskey won't fix. Tell you what, those Dixie boys had it out for your ass.
Yeah, I got that impression.
But I told myself, Lil Ernie, Sammy Robinson's boy won't let you down.
Guess not. You gonna be all right getting home?
Yeah. And hit me and the boys up whenever you want us to play at Sammy's.
We're about to reach the end of what we can do to this place. Listen to Lil Ernie go! Glad to have the upstairs livable again. You know, it was the time I would have whooped your butt at pool. Got that room looking like something out of Frisco Fields. Folks gonna like it. Nice to have an office up there. Place to get some work done. Office looks good. Fine place to put my feet up. Hey, so, it occurs to me we need to show off all our work. I know we're open, but I mean really opening the doors wide for the Hollow. Let them see it as your place.
I agree. Look, I'm proud of what we did here. So, let's have a big opening night.
All right. Why don't you go get dressed and come and talk to me when you want to get the party started.
Most of y'all know me. If you don't, I'm Lincoln Clay, and I pay the bills around here. The real person you want to thank for all this is Lily Robinson. And Lily, come on up.
My brother, Sammy was a complicated man. He sure wasn't perfect, but he did something rare. Sammy carved out a piece of this city for himself. There was a piece of New Bordeaux where a black man was in charge. We're reopening Sammy's to keep black-owned businesses in the Hollow. Hiring folks from the Hollow, serving folks in the Hollow. This city can turn on us or just forget about us. But we aim to have our piece of it, for now and for the future. Thank you.
What's left to say? I don't make a lot of speeches, and I bet y'all want to get back to drinking. Sammy would be glad to have you all here tonight. So let's raise a glass to him and to those we lost. For Sammy!
For Sammy!
How about sending some new wheels to Del Rey Hollow?
Aye. I'll get her out to you right away.
Set of Hot Wheels, just like you ordered.
That's a big help.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. Him and Giorgi both.
It's the best news I've heard in ages. Can we get an amen, Padre?
So, what happens now?
What do you mean, what happens now? It's over. Done. Finished.
I ain't talking to you. Just cause Sal Marcano's dead, Lincoln, doesn't mean it's over. Now, what you did and the size of it all, you created a storm in this here city, and it's gonna take a long time for it to dissipate, if it ever does.
With Marcano dead, New Bordeaux belongs to me. Ain't nobody left to stand in my way.
You can't be serious. The point of this wasn't to replace Marcano, it was to remove him. This city's done gone through enough. It doesn't need another Sal Marcano.
This city? You've got to be fucking kidding me. This city is a cesspool. It's where people come to fuck and drink and get high.
You watch your filthy mouth.
It's what the city is, Padre. If it's not giving another Sal Marcano, it's gonna shit one out.
After Lincoln vanished, Cassandra took control of the city's underworld. It wasn't a crime boss from Boston to Miami who respected her claim, though, so... Commission, the Colombians, the Cubans, they all went after her. They realized too late they had no idea who they were fighting. Johnny Galante, throat slit, watching Deep Throat in a porn theater. And Manny Moreno, set on fire outside his daughter's quinceañera. Severo Garcia, buried alive on the beach, drowned when the tide came in. Anton Bagrov, beaten to death with crowbars in the parking lot of the Briar Patch. And then the real criminals came for her. The governor declared martial law, sent in the National Guard, so Cassandra shot him in the head on the steps of the Capitol building. After that, everyone got the message. The city belonged to Cassandra. But the government is like a rogue elephant. It's murderous and patient and never forgets. So the state pulled funding for the schools, city maintenance, you name it. If they couldn't get Cassandra, they'd strangle the city until it gave her up. Hurricane Cassandra, the locals called it. I don't think anyone expected the damage to be so severe that the levees would completely fail, that the flooding would wipe out half the city and force the other half to leave, that the city would turn into the ghost town it is today. I mean, it's hard to believe, really. A major American city, I mean, left to rot like that? Some say Cassandra was one of the thousands who drowned in the flood. Others say she slipped away to the swamps and still rules what's left of the city's underworld from the bayou. Either way, she's a ghost. She hasn't been seen in years. After Sal Marcano's death, Lincoln Clay disappeared. The Bureau deprioritized the investigation after a few months, but I keep an active file. In 1971, I tracked him to a California shipyard where he was working under an assumed name. By the time we got there, though, he was gone. The trail went cold, and by 77, 78, I figured he was dead. But then I got a report of someone matching his description working with the Colombians. Since then, there's a new sighting of him every couple of years.
Lincoln made it out to California. Worked at the shipyards for a few years. Met him a woman. Seemed like he was gonna get married, but then it all came apart. Don't know why. And he started moving around. He went to Alaska, New York, South America. He even went back to Vietnam. I still get postcards from time to time. You know, I think Lincoln wasn't able to accept the world for what it is, or his place in it.
Someday, he's going to get tired of running, or make a mistake, and I'll be waiting. I promise you that.
Sal and Giorgi are gone. And after all the shit we've been through, we run this city.
Now, that's the kind of news you never get tired of hearing.
So we finally gonna get our chance to make things right in this town. Bring a balance to things. Wasn't certain we'd ever actually get here.
After all the bullshit, it's almost impossible for me to wrap my brain around the fact that we actually did it. You're a fucking saint, Lincoln. And I'm honored to know you.
It ain't personal. What in the fuck?
You want to know what happened?
We're not here because of what I did, or because of what any of y'all did. We're here because we stood together. And as long as we stay strong, ain't no one ever gonna fuck with us.
After he killed Sal Marcano, Lincoln Clay took over. But he wasn't content just to run the city. He expanded out across the South into Florida and even the Carolinas. There's so much money coming in, and he's been smart with it. He spreads it around, makes sure the right people get paid and stay paid. The city's favorite son, Yeah. Rebuilding the Hollow, buying up Frisco Field, reopening the theme park, all that money and goodwill. He thinks it's made him untouchable, but no one is untouchable. He might have plastered his name across a few schools and hospitals, made donations to a charity here and there, but nothing absolves him of his crimes. That's why I agreed to do this documentary. I want to shine a light on the real Lincoln Clay.
Lincoln gave in to everything. Drugs, booze, prostitutes, you name it. If it made $1, he was involved. Seeing him on the news, strutting around. Sometimes I think he should have died over at Sammy's with all the rest of them. There'd be kind of a peace in that. Turn it off! Nothing else to say about any of this.
Let me ask you something. Senator! Where were you when John Fitzgerald Kennedy was assassinated?
I don't remember. At home, I believe.
I don't remember. At home, I believe. Let me tell you where I was. A muddy hut in Vietnam. Slowly dismembering an old woman. Cutting her apart bit by bit. And do you know why? Because her son was an NVA officer. And hurting her was the only way to make him talk.
I don't understand what this has to do.
What he told us saved the lives of an entire platoon. That's 42 men. Men that lived another day because I was willing to take a saw to that old woman.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan. I believe that.
Sit down and just shut the fuck up! I did a lot of terrible shit over there. In the name of this country. Shit that will haunt me for the rest of my life. But I did it because I believed in the fight. I believed what this nation stood for. So, to be sitting there ass deep in mud with that old woman scattered all around me, and hearing that the President of the United States had just been fucking murdered, well, I knew right then and there that I couldn't let that stand. That I would find a way to make it right no matter how long it took.
What are you saying?
I'm